Okay, so I went on the search, on the YouTube search, and I found how to make these gorgeous flowers. It's on Bree Ashley's YouTube channel, and I'll give you a link below. They're super pretty. And she gives you the dimensions of what, I haven't glued this down, the dimensions of what to cut. They were a little bit too big for me. So I want to try my hand at making them a little bit smaller. They're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. This one I didn't put a center in. I didn't put center in either one of them, but they're so pretty, but I need them to be smaller. Now this one, what I did was I took my Tim Holtz, the Tattered Flowers die, and I cut it out and did the same technique on this. This is really pretty. But I wanted to see if I could just, I want it even smaller than this. So I'm gonna try an experiment here, and you guys will be with me while I do this. So I just got some satin satin material, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cut out some random circles, and I want my base, the bottom circle, to be a little bit bigger than what I want the finished size to. So thinking I want the finished size to be about 2 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and make it about 3. And you don't have to be perfect on these by any means. I'm going to try to cut through several layers. So let's see, I'm going to go ahead and start and cut some that'll be enough for 3 inches. Probably should have cut this a little bit wider so I could have got 2 out of each one. I'm going to get 3 pieces. And these don't have to be perfect, so what I'm going to do is fold them in half like so. And I am going to make a circle. Cutting through 6 layers, so okay, and again, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's kind of oblong, but that's 3, it's about 3 by 3. I might trim this up just a hair, make it less oblong. Okay, so there's, I'm gonna do about, I think 6 of those. So let me cut a little bit more here. Just try it this way. Whoa, that's really oblong. Okay. So I'm just going to keep cutting out these circles, and I'll be okay. So I've got a bunch of circles cut out. Now I'm going to take similar sizes, and I'm just going to cut into the center. And I'm going to make 6 cuts so that I have 6 petals. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 3. And these don't have to be perfect, but try to space them evenly apart. So there's that one. I'm going to grab some more of the similar size. I'm going to cut so far into these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some more. Do about 4. I think I can do about 4 at a time. You can be pretty sloppy with this, guys. You don't have to, by any means. These are very forgiving. And the last set. She has a really good tutorial. Gotta go check it out. It's very inspiring. Okay, so now I got all these guys cut out. So then what you do is you get a paper plate and one of these wax warmers or whatever these are called, tea candles. Go Go ahead and light it. Now I don't have anything to grab onto these with. As long as you keep your hand away, you won't get burned. So I'm going to zoom in and show you what happens when you put this up against the flame. Kind of melts it. So I'm going to go ahead and melt all the edges. See how that's kind of melting them? Then after you get all the edges of the petals melted, you just go up in between the petals. Yeah, it does get a little hot. So be careful. And then just kind of put it on top and it'll draw up that material. Oh, hot. Be careful again. If you have a pair of long tweezers or something, probably, I had some, I can't find them, but the long tweezers would probably help. Okay. So that's what you get. So I'm going to go ahead and do some more. Do all these the same. Okay, so now I think I've burnt them all that I want to. Sometimes you're gonna get like a little burn mark on there. What you can do, if you don't like it, let me find one that's, here for example. Can you see that? Focus. If you don't like that, just snip it off, like right here. Just snip that little piece off with the scissors and reburn it. So I'm just gonna snip that off and just take it right back there. Okay, so this is all the ones I've done. Now what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and start stacking them to where I think it's pleasing to the eye. So I'm not even going to glue them together yet, but I want to see how they look. You want to alternate your petals. You don't want your petals to be right on top of each other. Alternate. That's a pretty good burn mark right there. I'm just going to snip it off. Okay. It's kind of small. Go in here with this one. And of course, the more you add, the more depth your flower is going to have. that. I probably should have done a few more big ones, but I want this about 2 inches, so it did all right. Probably should have cut maybe a little bit smaller. I don't think I'm going to need all these, but at any rate, now what I'm going to do once you got what you want, and I'll save these for later, start from your biggest one, add a little bit of, oh, guess I need to turn on my glue gun. Let me let that heat up. But you can find the cutest little center. This is Marion Smith Junk Gems. Pretty, isn't it? My camera is not focusing. Come on, focus. There it goes. Isn't that pretty? This is button that I got in the button section at Walmart. Focus. And it's got this shank on the back. Let's see if you can see that. All you have to do is take a pair of wire snips and snip that off. There's those. I got these from Flair by Me. Super pretty. Trying to think what else you can use. There's all kinds of different things. Maybe I'll do another tutorial with flower centers. But now I'm going to go ahead and glue these together. This one's a little bit, this is the one I made. I cut the tattered flowers out of my Tim Holtz die with this silk ribbon or silk material, and I cut all those. But the circles seemed just as easy and didn't make as big of a mess. Okay, glue gun, come on. Is it ready? I just got this new Surebond glue gun, and it's cordless. It's kind of cool. I like it. Only bad thing is that it only stays, it's about a 2-minute out of its base, but zoom out. Whoa, I don't know how to zoom. But this is the base. Plug it in and just kind of has that little plug. It's pretty cool. The only bad thing is I don't like is, of course, it doesn't have the detail tip like my other Surebond detail tip. The only thing with this one is I don't know why, but it doesn't seem to be triggering. I don't know if it's broken. I did like this one though too. I have to push with my thumb. Okay, let me zoom in here again. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and start gluing these. So you just put a little bit of glue and put your next size in. Don't do that. And again, alternate your petals so that they're not all, that's why I stack them first, so that just go from the bottom of your stack. Put a little glue. Stack. Glue. Okie doke. And there you have it. Got a lot of dimension. So again, this wasn't my idea. There's all kinds of videos out there, but I wanted to share with you what I did and what I found the easiest. Then hot glue that in. Isn't it pretty? Alright guys, thanks for watching.